Hey guys, Stella here, and welcome back to Transport Fever 2. It's episode 17, and I have a pretty pressing matter in this episode to fix, because there is an airport, or rather an airline, St. Paul to New York Tools, which is, let's say, not making me that much money. It's actually costing me 9 million a year. That's not even costing, or including the airport cost. So, what has gone wrong here? Because I did do quite a bit of overhauling recently. I got the New York tool supply that starts over here and then rolls into New York. These road vehicles are capable of transporting anything, all cargo, so that's not the problem. It's not the end line. I'm thinking it might be the start line. It might be over here. But then again, why? Because I'm still producing this stuff over here. And over here I still produce planks, and a lot of them. I am bringing logs that way. Well, mostly. There are too many logs over here. Because the route that these guys are taking is, well, not ideal. Start over here. Then go to the airport. So bring the tools from here to the airport. Once that's done, roll back to the station over here. So that's where they pick up logs, and then they go back. But, in my infinite wisdom, I replaced these. And this is the problem. Because these things can transport only a few particular types of cargo, and they cannot transport tools. That's the problem. So what I need to do is replace all of these vehicles. Because without a demand, or well, not without a demand, without a transport capability of the trucks that are coming from here to the airport, they will simply not bring anything. The airplanes are going to run empty, the towns are going to run empty, and when the towns run empty, they start to shrinken. So let's just replace these. I'm sacrificing 6 planks / logs. That's alright. And something else that I want to do over here is just dig another area to make sure that I can get these trucks faster to where they originally were supposed to start. I could do that with a highway. I still don't exactly see the point of highways. I mean, sure enough, they look nice, I guess. But aside from that, why would a highway be better than simply an extra large country road or even a large country road? Because here you just have a couple of lanes going to and a couple of lanes going back. They can make a turn to the right, they can make a turn to the left. I don't really see the problem. What I do see is an unupgraded section of road. That has to go. If this truck could just get out of the way, then I can see if I can upgrade this part. Yep, and that's when my truck stop gets in the way. So upgrade that section. The game is now going to start protesting quite loudly about, oh shit, my truck stop's gone. Where do I go? Where do I pick up my stuff? Well, right now you don't. Can I not connect these two? I must be overlapping with the factory over here, with the forest. So if I make a small bend, would that help you? There, now it's Urfel happy. Good. So now I can set the truck stop back. Thinking about it, I could actually make that a between stop. So I would have one section of road coming from here. And then the truck stop. And just add another exit point to the truck stop. Alright, configure. Maybe just make the cargo platforms a little bigger, because there is quite a bit of wood that's being delivered from the factory, or from the forest to the factory. And then add another street access point. Go back into the roads and connect these two together. Now let's see what route they're taking. Oh, this is good. They're coming in, picking up the logs, and on their way back, they hit the right side of the station, the right terminal. Then they go here, then they go there. I could, if I wanted to, upgrade this even more and just make it a direct line, but I think this is good enough. Now, this seems a little crowded. with trucks clipping through each other. There's still only one way out for these trucks. These are going to take the short route out. Can I add another truck stop entry? Here, perhaps. Maybe that makes it a little easier for these things. Because they don't have to make that weird turn and then turn around again. Let's see, there should be another truck arriving fairly soon. This might be one of them. Yep, that's what I want to see. Saves them a hell of a lot of transport time. This is the airport supply, which does do a fairly awkward turn. Now what I can do here is just remove that passenger platform because I'm not using that anymore. Yeah, sure. Let's see. The game is now saying I don't have a tram/bus station anymore. That's true, but I thought nothing was using that anyway. So it's just a cargo platform now, and that should be enough. Terminals, one... Yeah, I'm gonna need an extra terminal. That might be part of the problem. Wait, one. Cargo terminal. I think this was a 3 length. And then add an extra road connection. Let's see, this one's using platform 1. This is going to... the logs and the machines. Yeah, so platform 1 for them is okay. There's another one using that though. That's the airport supply. That's not great. Because that one can probably take terminal 4. What does that look like now? Going over like that, okay. I really do enjoy this little tweaking, seeing how much more efficient or how much more optimized I can actually make this. Just make it a one-way. I can only make one-way streets, not one-way country roads. Really? Okay, let's see what it does now. Yeah, that's even better. Now they're not interfering with each other as much. They're still making this little uncomfortable turn. But I cannot add any more on-ramps here. So I guess this is about as good as it's going to get. Now, with that line restored, I should also be seeing tools being delivered here. Provided that the tools are here. Yeah, they are here. That's a grain vehicle, that's a bus. They're all waiting for these crossroads here. That's costing me valuable time. Yeah, that one's picking up machines, going to St. Paul. That's perfect, because St. Paul definitely still needs machines. Yay, we made our goal! One of my goals, personal goals, was to get St. Paul to over 1,000, and it is! It is. And I think that it also helped that I gave them a bit more terrain to grow on. When I raised this area, or at least I think I did. I've recorded so many episodes at this point. I think I raised this area, and they are actually using it. Because this was the original stop. And they have added quite a bit of terrain over here. That leaves the question though, is everything still being covered? I think it is. Yeah, quality of stations, very good. Quality of traffic, very good. Emissions, quite low, 10%. And we are at 1,014, at least that's the target population. If I wanted to grow this more, I would need to bring in even more supply. And about double the food that I'm currently supplying. I guess I can do that. Here comes the tools aircraft, by the way, while I'm looking at it. And there's the other one. Okay. So we actually have tools being delivered. And let's see. This one's only picking up 8. I might not even be delivering enough of the logs to here. Maybe that's the problem. Because there are planks over here, but they're also being used by this one. This one uses the same system. Now this factory is being very, very busy. It has been very busy over the last couple of years. Decades at this point, actually, not just years. And does seem to be producing as much as it can. Hopefully we're actually going to be seeing a lot more transport coming in here. What terminals are these things using? 2 and 4. Alright. Okay, since I'm in the business of optimizing, I want this to be a station entrance. Here and here. Then I want a standard highway, one-way medium highway. We're coming in from there. Oh crap, that's going the wrong way. I don't know if you can still repurpose a highway once you set it in the wrong direction. Maybe. Alright, let's see if the airport supply uses that. It completely ignores it. Why though? This is a perfectly, well, maybe perfectly would be overstating it, but this is an excellent tunnel. What is the problem? It does look a little weird, I'll give you that much. I'm not sure how good the game is with understanding that this is an entrance. Because this is faster for them. Nope, they just don't care. Maybe because they're on the wrong terminal. If I switch this to terminal 1, they don't care. That's weird. Because I really would want them to care. Because if they can come through here, pick it up and go back out, that would make things a little more efficient. Now I can try to force them to do it by using a waypoint. It's under the road connection, the streets connection, waypoints. So I can tell them to, after they have been to this one, so after stop 3, I want you to hit this one. Aha. It's not a cargo terminal. That's the problem. There is not a cargo terminal for them on that side, so they have to make that turn anyways. That might be the issue. Okay, so if I set it now to terminal 1, would that make it any better? Yes. That's what I want to see. So now they're crossing right through the terminal, picking it up, leaving, and I might be able to make that slightly more efficient by making a station exit over there. Yep, perfect. Almost a straight line. Okay, I can do the same thing here. Just having them go in circles like that. There are a couple of different lines though. This one is St. Paul to transporting cold steel, so that's 1. The other one is logs to planks. Yeah, that's this forest over here, bringing it over there, and then taking it over there. Right. Let's see if I can set up the same system, if only just to practice for me, for myself. Yeah, sure, for myself. Highway. Maybe start it up already over here. And then connect it there. That is a bit of an uncomfortable turn that they have to make. But I guess I'm going to have to force them to turn at some point anyway. Okay, what terminals do we have here? What terminal would work best for these trucks? Terminal 3, potentially. So, that's this line set to terminal 3. And they just don't care, because they're going to have to be forced to take that off-ramp. Manage the line. That's station 2. After station 1, I want you to force to hit that waypoint. Now they're making a bit of a weird turn there. Okay, configure, cargo. Can we also make an exit point? And potentially another entrance. Now, I know that this is not exactly the most beautiful looking station, but I'm just practicing. I'm just seeing what the game wants to do. How it thinks, more or less. Yeah, I'm not surprised that this doesn't work. Okay, it kind of does. Alright, so now we have an extra terminal. That should be terminal 4. Set to terminal 4. What route are you taking now? That's not any better. That is not any better. Yeah, never mind. I guess they'll just have to do this weird loop that they have been doing so far. So they're coming in, picking it up and leaving. But now I can make the terminal switch back to terminal 3 because that is a little more convenient turn-wise. Yeah, this is the problem. I'm not getting enough logs. Because logs to planks are getting a 2-to-1 ratio. And you can see there's a lot of this stuff waiting here. Okay. New line. Here. Here. St. Paul logs. And we had a roadside depot somewhere. This one. Let's just bring 2 of these things in. And see if that fixes my issue. St. Paul logs. Now there are definitely tools being shipped here again. 49 at this point. And lots of passengers being delivered here as well. There comes another passenger airline from St. Paul. So this line should once again be... Yeah, it's no longer costing me 9 million. It's not exactly too profitable yet. If I could ship something back from here, that would be ideal. But the only thing that St. Paul accepts is food. Now, I do produce food over here. But bringing food from, let's say, here to there, all the way to the airport, that's a hell of a stretch. I'm not too interested in that line. I don't think it's going to run too profitable. I think these 2 aircraft might be too close together. Still, once those new trucks actually hit, the big log haulers. Let's see, what terminals are they using? Terminal 2. Yeah, that's alright. That's that one. Can we see one of those things in action? Yeah, here it is. This one's bringing the logs. This is the new one. And this truck should help out quite a bit with making more planks, or at least making sure that the other trucks can pick up more planks. That's the plan anyway. Interesting truck. That thing is a hell of a cage in front of it. Why that much though? I don't quite get that. Okay. Moving on. If Steam would allow me. Thank you. Because now there are going to be more planks. That means that these things can pick up more planks, and that the factory over here can produce more tools. Eventually. Hopefully. There's only 8 of them here? Aha. There's a hell of a supply for the airport line. Not so much for the logs line. Now I have this airport line doing 1, 2, 3, 4. I could tell it to do just 1, 2, 3. And leave this section to the other units so that they always have something to carry. So manage the line. And kick out station 3. That way all of these are going to be transported now by the logs trucks. So that's just by these. So I can fine tune these a little more. And this one might still be carrying some logs. He can offload those. And oh, actually no, he's not. He's just picking up planks. 4 whole planks. Oh, that's not a lot. $52 planks, 53, 54, 55. 50, yeah, this is going up way, way, way too fast. What line was that? St. Paul logs. Manage vehicles. Give me another one. Look at that. There is a lot waiting for these trucks. And the forest is trying to fill up these slots as quickly as it can. Now, what I could do is... reach 400 at a manufacturing industry. I think that's this one. Yep. Oh, it can go... It can't go any higher. So as much as I'm trying to optimize, this thing cannot produce any more. Right. Now, what I was saying, what I can do, the vehicles that are currently trying to get back, these airport supplies, they are taking a bit of a circuitous route over here. So what I can do is build another highway. Let's make it a large one. And just tie that directly into here. And now they can have a little bit of a shorter trek. Going from one station to the next. There is one other thing that I can do. I think that might be the most ideal one. What I can do with these trucks is pick up planks. They're going to be hitting this place anyway. And they're going to be hitting this place anyway. So, what I can do is tell the airport supply to not go here. So, manage line. No, I don't want you to hit the waypoint. And no, I don't want you to hit St. Paul West. What I want you to do is hit this station, hit that station, and then hit this one, where there will be planks, which are being brought back by the trucks that are carrying the logs. There we go. There already is one plank waiting for it. And this one can immediately transport a couple of the planks back, since it's going there anyway. Drop it off here. And on the other terminal, where all of these trucks are passing by, they're going to try and pick up the planks. And once they're there, bring the planks back to the factory over there. And from there, immediately ship some more planks. So, well, pick up the tools. There we go. You'll have a whole 3 planks. Man. So, as much as I would like it, I think that at some point this factory is just not going to be producing anymore. I'm transporting as much as I can. They're shipping as much as they can. They're producing as much as they can. Yeah. This is not quite going to work out as well as I had hoped. Because these things cannot upgrade anymore, the sawmill. Alright, so I'm completely maxed out as far as that's concerned. The tools line. There we go. So I salvaged the tools line. It was costing me 9 million, is now making me 2. And they are completely loaded down with tools. Next up, what I want to do is upgrade this one. The food processing plant. And I would want to ship more food from over here to there. I can also do the same thing from over here. I'm already shipping it, but I'm going to be shipping it in a slightly different way. Because I'm just going to be terraforming a bit more. Lowering the terrain here. Let's make the brush size a little bigger, the strength a little greater. If I could just excavate some terrain over here, I can put a dock down here, and they can immediately deliver it to the food factory. Now, I hope that I can fit a dock in there, a cargo dock. I can. Can I also put it in a slightly different orientation so it actually looks a little better? Because if I can build a road here, simply a small or medium country road, I can have my dock here. Yeah, I'm going to put that as far over here as I can. Collision. There. Okay, adjust this cargo dock. Remove that pier. Cargo. Small dock. Or I could even go for a big dock if I want to. Give me a pier like this, a pier like that. And a pier like that. And then a couple of docks. Or landings, as they're called. Okay, that's going to require a bit of a reshape of this line, the grain line. Managed line. St. Paul Exchange. No. Your new stop is that one. Jeez, I dug that out a lot. That's even deeper than the normal water is. Okay, so that's one. There is, however, a line that's... Or at least that I thought... was transporting grain? Yeah, to there. It doesn't really need to stop at St. Paul Central, I think. Because, yeah, sure enough, there is grain over here now, but that's soon going to disappear, as there will be no further supply. So, managed line. St. Paul Central, delete. And now set up the other ship. Just a road first. Then a ship. And then another line. This is, I think, the third that's actually trying to feed into the very, very, very hungry supply over here, the factory. So this would be St. Paul Food 3. Or food, no, actually, grain ship 2. Then a ship. Cargo ship. Cargo ships, unfortunately, are still exceptionally slow. Much as I hate it, there's not much I can do about that. See, they can do 30, but I don't think there's going to be that much grain waiting over there. Well, there might be. Let's just use an X-Help. St. Paul Grain Ship 2. Now, the next bottleneck might be the amount of trucks that are currently running from here into town. To try and keep everybody fed. Let's see about that. Cargo. I am dropping it off over here currently and not over there. So I would need another truck stop. Say round about there. And the food supply line. Which no longer stops over there, but stops over here. Food supply. That's... Oh, you're going to 6th Street. Oh. Oh, right. I was looking at this one. And that one. This one's being hit by the machine supply. But I can also use that for the food, since they are... No, sorry. This is tools. How much does this cover? A fair amount. This one covers almost all the other areas. Okay. So, this one. After you are done over here, I also want you to hit that one. Who knows? Now, I'm not exactly sure why I still have a defunct depot over here. I think I can just get rid of that. That should allow people to build more over there. Did I have any ships passing underneath here? I don't think so. Because I want this town to grow even more. And if I just terraform some more and fill up this area, that might work. Terraform, flatten terrain. Yeah, the game's not having any of that. You need to raise it first. Although the terraforming feature is something that I'm not quite good with yet. Smoothen. That's making it a little better. Millions and millions are being spent on this. And there's still water in there. Raise it. And smoothen it. Okay, that should give them a whole new neighborhood to build. Another bit of waterfront property. You thought you lived near the shore. Well, I'm sorry, but that situation has completely changed. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, but this one is gonna have to go. Oh, we're adjusting the... Whoa! We're adjusting the whole road. That's a little more than I was hoping for. Can I just tie it in here safely? Yeah. And then one road connection there. And then a small street going this way. And ending up over there. That should help with the traffic flow. And give these people a lot more area to build in. Similarly, they can build around the iron ore mine if they really wanted to. So that's another area where the where St. Paul can expand to. Last bit. Let's see if we have any supply. No, that's a hovercraft. Where's my grain ship? I bought it and then I didn't put it on the route. Well done. Oh. There's my problem. It's a big ship. Yes, it's a big ship. And I thought it was a small ship. So we'll just have to install a big ship. There. Now it has a big cargo dock. And now I should be able to set that line up. Nope. No. Ah. Yeah, you need to do that on both ends, dummy. Landing there. Let's try again. No path for big ships. Why? Is there no navigable water? Or, sorry, navigable. No, there is. But maybe this is not quite deep enough. Bring out the terraformers. Holy shit, I'm down 23 million doing all of that. Oh, that's going the wrong way. Need to be making it deeper, not shallower. I'm just trying to make it fairly easy for the ship to get here. Since I have 220 million in the bank, money's no object. I can just keep terraforming this enough. Maybe now the game is going to be happy enough with it. Ship. Set. Nope. No path for big ships. I did set up the cargo dock here, right? Yeah, I did set up the big landing. So why are you trying to use Terminal 2? I mean, you can use Terminal 1. Is that the problem? That was the problem. It was not all of this terraforming. It was not this artificial reef, or this, well, this natural reef that I just demolished. No, it was in fact the terminal, the dock. It was trying to use the wrong pier. And that is actually the thing that the game said no to. Let's just bulldoze all of this. Because I think it looks weird having that little bit over there. That's better. Alright, and now there is grain over here. And the grain I can now start shipping to the food processing plant. Right. St. Paul is shrinking. Okay, that's not exactly what I was hoping for. Oh well. We did at least hit 1,000, and especially with that new ship coming in at some point, I hope that there will be more food being produced, and with that, that St. Paul will grow even further. Anyway, that'll be all for episode 17. I hope you enjoyed it. I was able to redo some of these lines, especially this one, so that it's now not costing me 9 million, but making me 6. And with that, I also have 2 happy towns over here, in the form of New York, which is getting their tools, and Nashville, which is also getting their tools. They're not getting any machines, though. So these 2 towns still have some room for improvement, but overall I'm quite happy with the way that things are going. Thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed the episode, and I shall see you soon for the next one.